So, if this is your first time here, you might not know what I've done previously, and I thought I'd give you a little bit of backstory as to why you're here watching this channel and not my other channel. Believe it or not, I have been working as a full-time YouTuber for over 7 years at this point. See that? That's a little bit of proof for you. Back when I started making videos, I was really interested about cameras. Like, I wanted to learn how to operate a camera, how to use a camera, and how to make videos, basically. So, naturally, my entire channel started to revolve about how to use a camera and talk about cameras as pieces of tech that I used on a daily basis. And somehow, the interest of me talking about cameras and making videos turned into my job through my main YouTube channel. And for a bunch of years, making videos about cameras and lenses and how-to videos was the best thing that I knew. But for the last 3 years, that interest has kind of faded off. And it's not really because I don't like using cameras, because I love using cameras. Like, I'm making this video, setting up the camera, each and every shot that you've seen in the video so far. But nowadays I treat them more like tools rather than a product that I sit down and talk about. You gotta understand me right here so you don't misinterpret what I'm saying, but I still enjoy talking about cameras, and there's nothing wrong to talk about cameras. It's more so that the interest shift happened when I moved into the house, or rather when we bought the property. And that was over 3 years ago. And before that, I did a quick dive into the FPV rabbit hole, which was great. I had a lot of fun with that, and I still enjoy flying FPV, but same thing kind of occurred right there. I don't enjoy talking about FPV. I'm not having the passion as I see some of the pilots having out there where they fly each and every single day. They love talking about it. My friend David is a great example of that. But for me, it was more so like, cool, is this something that I can pull off? And how do I do it? It's kind of like riding a bike. Once you learn how to fly, you're not going to forget it. You're going to be able to do it no matter what. And that is exactly how it feels like. Whenever I pick up an FPV drone now, I can fly. Like, I'm not the best, but I still know how to make a turn or two. But as I said, when we purchased the property, my interests of DIY, creating stuff, smart home tech, everyday carry started to skyrocket. And those are things that I became really passionate about. I started to dabble around with 3D printing back in 2022, but I'm gonna say that ever since I moved into the house in 2024, this has become like an integral part of the things that I do on a daily basis, or rather the things that I want to do. I even designed my own storage system that you can see behind me here, where you can store a bunch of screws or whatever kind of stuff that you can come up with. Another rabbit hole that I jumped into was this, the Ubiquiti Unify system. We got a backup battery, we have 10 gigabit switch, we have 150 terabytes of storage. There's like, I have videos on this. Basically, everything that you can see here is a part of my life and part of my journey as a creator, as a human, as a man, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, like the Nerf guns that you can see right here, this one reminds me of when I had Nerf gun contests in my old studio together with some friends during the COVID era. All of these power tools that you can see behind me helped me actually build my own studio. But also helped me build my wooden deck last year. I've been working almost non-stop for 3 weeks on the wooden deck, and I'm feeling so broken in my body right now. Like, my back hurts, my knees hurts, my joints hurts, my hands hurt, everything hurts. It's 240 square meters of wooden deck, and the framing needs to be done. There's drill holes that needs to be made. There's a lot, but it's turning out okay. It's turning out okay. That's what I keep telling me. Here we are. It's not entirely done. There's still a little bit of details to pull through, but the pool works, the wooden deck is here, and all those freaking hours that I've spent building this has finally come to an end. And it also helped me build this entire garage back in 2023, which is mental. But most of the people that actually subscribed to my main channel a bunch of years ago, they didn't subscribe for that. They subscribed for the camera content. They subscribed for the videos that I made about FPV, the videos that I made about making videos, and that kind of stuff. So what has happened is that I have personally grown into something different. You know, I have evolved, which we all do, because we grow up, we enter different phases of life, we find new interests, and then we move on to different things. And I still love talking about cameras whenever I have the interest in a new camera. For example, I love flying my drones and doing side-by-side tests together with the drones that I'm using. I also love to make videos talking about the new camera that I love so much and why I love it. But I also have these other videos that I want to do. I want to do videos about 3D printing, about building my wooden deck. I want to do videos about building a pergola. I want to do videos about how the pool works. And I want to do videos about creating my own lawn and building my own fence and that kind of stuff as well. So instead of trying to force everything onto one channel, I felt like giving those videos a proper home together with a new audience or maybe some old friends is going to be the right thing. So it's basically going to be a place where I can upload everything that I'm genuinely interested about in the moment. And again, I'm not interested about cameras because I love cameras. I love filmmaking. It's a huge part of me, and it's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. But I also want to upload stuff about DIY. I want to upload stuff about 3D printing, home improvements, smart home tech, regular tech, and all the things that I have a passion for that I don't really see fit on my main channel. Here's the cool part. Since I already have a couple of years worth of content that would fit perfectly right here on this channel, I'm gonna see if I can bring some of them back and show them to you so that they might get a new life here on this channel where they might just thrive. Who knows? But I'm also, of course, going to share new videos where I make stuff, where I build stuff, where I design stuff, where I talk about stuff, where I show you my EDC, where I nerd down about technology, where I share my new network setup and that kind of thing that I feel like Peter's Garage is all about. So if you want to learn new skills, if you want to learn about new pieces of tech, and if you want to see EDC stuff, if you want to hear about what kind of whiskey that is my favorite, then you've come to the right place, because everything goes down right here in the garage. There's so many things that I have optimized over the years that I can talk about, so many things that I love about this space that I want to share, and so many things that I have in my head that I also want to share on a different channel because it has absolutely nothing to do with filmmaking or photography. So I hope that this video made sense, and if it did, don't forget to like it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop a comment saying what you do and why you're here. Do you come from my main channel? Do you come from, like, did you find me here? All like in the midst of the YouTube browse feature, whatever it was. I'm glad you're here. Thanks so much. And Peter from Sweden will say goodbye.